My name is Josselyn Okorodudu, and I am the Director of Community Strategies here at Cradle, Cincinnati. And the bulk of the work that I do is with our Queens Village program, which is an effort to reduce the racial disparity in infant mortality. So the personal and professional journeys that I have been on largely involve one, my mother, and then public allies. And so I'm going to tell you a little bit about both. My mother was an activist. She had me and my 4 brothers and sisters out on street corners when we were children, like holding up signs. She had us volunteering for school campaigns, and so she taught us from a very young age that it was really our responsibility to be a moving force in our communities and to make it better. And so I always knew that that would be a part of my life. It wasn't until finishing undergrad and choosing to do public allies that I started to think that this could actually be a career choice for me. And so what I learned in public allies was that anybody was capable of leadership, that no matter what your identity was, like me as a Black woman, me as a woman who didn't come from a great background, that I was capable of leading and really making a change in my community. And so after I did my year of public allies, I was shook, and I have been engaged in this work ever since. I've worked with Tower House, with teenage girls who were needing support. I've worked with the elderly, helping them to get the healthcare needs that they needed. And then when I started this work about 4 years ago, it was because of a relationship that I had built with public allies that I was even on the radar at all. Over my career, what I have seen often is that the labor and the work of Black women is just devalued. And often, even while they're churning out results, people are not noticing them or seeing them as leaders. And so I think that Black women are appreciated in the workspace for their creativity, for their productivity and their ideas. But when it comes time for them to get raises or for them to have a higher position, people don't see them as the right fit. And I think people often don't understand that the reason why they may not see them as the right fit is because we've so often seen leadership as white and male. And so often Black women really have an uphill battle to climb in the workspace, getting people to see them as leaders. I think that if businesses want to see Black women in leadership, they should make it a safer place for Black women to be. I think oftentimes when Black women are in positions of leadership, they're not given a lot of grace, they're not given a lot of understanding, and then they're not given a lot of mentorship. And if we want Black women to really thrive in these places once they've reached them, then we need to make that a safe place for them to be. In order for us to make this a more equitable place for Black women, I really want to call out the people who love us, our families, our friends, our siblings, our children, our parents. I think there's so many things that have said in the community about Black girl magic and Black girl strength, but there really needs to be a recognition of that Black women are in need of softness and care, and that we need to be allowed to be soft with ourselves, and we need our community to be soft with us as well.